Welcome back, Candle Boys. Today we're checking out episode 8 of Can I Ask You One Last Thing? And this episode, man, she became a god. What's going on, bro?
They need to give her something, because at this point, she just keeps passing out for no reason.
See, but it's not for no reason, man.
I mean, she overuses it in certain situations.
In every situation.
Well, I mean, it's different when she uses it on multiple people, but she keeps using it on one person.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm like,
it's not working, bro. Let's start from the top, though. First, purification ceremony, right? We find out that this year it was extremely bad. And to the point where even if the green-haired girl could use her powers properly, she wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah, because the whole thing was like dark already. It had like a bad little juju on it. I don't know.
Yep. But luckily, they did have the cure, man. And everybody at this point finds out that Homegirl is actually a saintess herself, right? Saintess of time.
Yes, and she was that since birth, really.
Yep.
Because I didn't realize they put that together when they talked about it and it showed her as a child, and I guess they gave that.
I think only her parents and the royal family knew. That's why they tried to get her to marry the second prince so that they could keep those powers, you know what I'm saying, in control, essentially.
Okay.
But hey, either way, man, first of all, our boy was like, hey, man, so you only wanted my sister because of these powers, man? He was like, hey, that's not what I said. But yeah. Either way, man, that's how he was. You know Julius, that's his girl. He's not ready to claim her yet, man. He just belongs to the street still. But after that,
toy, man.
No, let me stop. This toy is crazy. Anyway, man. After this, they have to go to another town on a stop for the pilgrimage, because I guess this pilgrimage they have to go to like a bunch of different like holy sites or whatever, right? And so this town, normally they apparently get a really large like greeting and like a festival essentially thrown for them. But this time when they pull up, man, everybody closed their windows and like they had the army ready. And so Prince was like, y'all know who I am, right? Y'all can't do this. And homie start talking crazy. He's like, look, man, y'all always taking advantage of me every year, man, taking all my money. Y'all just go from city to city, taking all their food and money. Not this year, man. It's my money. I'm keeping it. And the prince was like, even if that was the case, we need to get this done and purify this stuff so that the monsters don't attack our kingdom. So you're just gonna let the whole kingdom get destroyed? And he said, we don't need you to purify. Somebody else offered to do the same job for free.
That was wild when he said that.
Oh, man.
I was like, what you got going on, man?
Oh, that was like a bad offer. Now I gotta get it. But then we see who it is, man. And it's the Church of Palmia. And they actually have the priestess, the high priestess in them, man. I forgot her name. It starts with a T. But the pink-haired girl, the isekai protagonist, pulls up on them. And so she starts doing her little monologue, like saying, like, hey, man, y'all don't even need to be here. In fact, y'all can leave. And if y'all don't want to leave, I'll move y'all. Now, mind you, I'm sitting here like, you're not moving my boy Julius in his own country. You gonna turn your magic off. You feel me? We see them do it before. But he don't like doing that. He has a very easy, like, get out of jail free card, but he's like, you know what? I'm gonna let you punch these people. Every time. And so, you know how short he is. She put the gloves on, started sighing at him, and started putting people down, man.
Before she did that, though, homegirl with the pink hair, she used her skill and made it to where
she like charmed everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty interesting, which makes sense. She served the goddess of love.
Yeah, so and that's the reason why Julius's brother fell for her anyway in the first place.
I did forget that detail.
So I was sitting there like,
that is crazy. So she really hypnotized Buddy. I kind of feel bad for him now.
Yeah.
He got done dirty for no reason, for real. I mean, he was always a jerk, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
But like,
since birth.
Yeah, the level of bullshit he was pulling off, it wasn't even fully him at that point. But it is what it is. At this point, right? She ends up using it. It only works on men, though. And she forces all her people to attack Scarlet. Scarlet takes him out. Easily, right?
Yeah, wasting no time.
Yeah. Then she pulls up on her, and I was sitting there like, does she have hand-to-hand combat? Has she learned? I thought she was about to pull out a gun, because we know that she gave the prime minister a gun the last time.
Well, before she even pulled up on her, the other strong girl was blocking her off.
She didn't have a chance, though.
But she like
I thought she was one of the Scar.
She like punched her, and she like blocked her for a second, and then she randomly just fell.
Oh yeah,
and passed out, and I was like, you're cooked now.
I ain't gonna lie. I commend you for remembering her because she was fodder to me.
I mean, she was the only one standing after everybody got packed up. So that's all I was sitting there like.
Only reason she was standing is because she's a girl. She couldn't get charmed.
Yeah, that is true.
She got put down. Yeah, as soon as she got to her though, boom, put her in the ground. And I was like, all right, series over. She died. But as always, man, she had that big barrier. That barrier was there. And at this point, she was like, you know what? I've dealt with enough of these barriers. She was about to try to break through it, but then we see the traitor. The traitor was like, nah, I can't let my priestess die like that.
Yeah, mind you, he wasn't supposed to get involved at this point in time. He just had to because of how bad the situation was.
She was about to get set flying.
And he literally said, yeah, I'm the traitor. I was supposed to be here at this moment, but
if y'all don't give me back my priestess, I'll kill this saint.
And he said, hey man, you better do it quick because this might be slipping out my hand a lot. I said, oh, you're wild.
And honestly, I really feel bad for the saintess because she already felt really bad because she didn't have enough powers to like actually help because for some reason her powers were messed up, which we find out in a second. But homegirl also put her out there too. Whenever the dude was saying, oh, I got someone to do it for free. I forgot about that. She was like, yeah, anyway, that saint don't even have powers anymore. I was like, that's crazy.
He was cooking. He was for sure cooking. He got tired of the BS for real.
Man. And so after that happened, you know, Scarlett's brother was like, no, not my girl. And Julian didn't want her to die either, so they were like, all right, we'll do a little prisoner swap. And then boom, homie teleports out of there, right? Scarlett passes out. At this point, I thought the episode was kind of about to like wind down, you know what I'm saying, get to a new plot point. Nah, they went to a new plot point, but I didn't expect this.
Nah, this was wild.
Bro, it shows up like, it looks like heaven, you know what I'm saying? But I see a bunch of gears now. It's like, what's going on here? And then we see a dude with white hair, like pure white hair, just like her, right? Sitting on a throne. And he's just staring at her. And I was just
so, hey, I'm the god of time. How's it going?
He's like, I haven't seen you in a while. Since I gave you this blessing 16 years ago. He's like, but every time I look down and watch you, man, you're always doing some BS. At first, I thought he was about to get mad at her, but he was like, honestly, I like that. And so he explains to her kind of more of the situation between the gods and also why what's going on down on Earth is happening, right? And this is where it gets crazy, right? We end up finding out it's Loki his fault, right? I guess he's close with the goddess that the green hair girl worships, right? But he also used to link up with the goddess of love. She loves him. He said, damn, they fighting over me, man. I said, I don't know how to stop it. Got too much time on his hands, man. He be with the huzz all day, you feel me?
Can you blame him, man? He's just doing what he loves.
Yeah, so the goddess of love went and like backstabbed homegirl and made the saintess lose her powers. And the crazy thing is, we end up finding out that not only did she isekai homegirl directly from Japan, she didn't even truck hunt her. She just struck her with lightning.
With the lightning, bro. That was wild. And we all thought it was going to be truck hunts. It was nothing like that. We said, oh.
That was so violent.
Those were those straight immediate deaths. That wasn't even like a... Like you felt the truck hit you and you sat there and bleeding out.
That's like bad unlucky, bro.
That was insane.
I'm like, usually with the truck, at least it's like, oh, he was trying to save somebody who did a heroic act. Shorty was just like going to school. Foul.
That was foul. Not gonna lie.
Man. That's nuts. And so apparently she created like a vessel, right? And then implanted homegirl's soul into that vessel. So this girl didn't even exist until like potentially like a few years ago. You know what I mean?
I just remember her pulling her out of the little casket thing that she had or something, bro. And that was that. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
All right.
So not only is she an isekai protagonist, but she is essentially like, probably has at least a lot of the powers of the god, like directly.
Yeah.
Because she's a direct vessel of that god. So that's why she was like, yeah, to fight her well, you're actually going to need a little bit more. But he's like, don't worry. I'm going to give you as much as I can. Bro, I don't know the full extent of the powers he gave her, but he gave her the other girl's powers.
I know that he gave her basically the full capacity she could have for her time stuff.
Yep.
That's when I sat there, I was like, oh.
And he also gave her the other girl's power too.
See, I didn't remember that.
The green power, but she said you can use it to then take it from the pink goddess.
I see.
Whenever you end up meeting her next. So she's gonna use to steal it, but I'm saying until then, she's got 2 blessings essentially right now. One's on supercharge and the other one's just there. That's problematic, bro.
Yeah, she's busted.
Like,
and that got rid of the black hair color too.
That's what I'm saying. She
so
really
now she's not
Super
gonna
Saiyan.
be passing out no more, which is good. Maybe. Hopefully not.
They gonna need to figure out something, bro. I'm actually worried for the goddess of love. She need to figure something out. She need to get some more not enemies, some more friends, man. She needs more allies, more powerful people, something stronger than a dragon. Because she already got one of those.
She's about to be cooked now because homegirl's broken.
Yeah. That's where I'm sitting here like, I think at this point, she's just gonna be smacking people. It's One Punch Woman.
One Punch
That's
Woman
what we watching right now, bro. Because who's gonna mess with her right now? At least before I was like, sometimes she might pass out, so she can't really always get it done. Now what?
Yeah, now it's an issue. Now we're all cooked.
The only way she gonna have a problem is if Julian betrays her and turns her magic off.
Which he'll never do.
You don't know that.
Nah, he won't do that. That's his baby. That's his baby. He ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, well, he be thinking grand plans and schemes, man.
Which is cool. But that's his baby.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. What would you rate this episode?
I'll give it like a 7.5.
I think a solid 7. It was cool, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't
Slow
know,
down
man.
a bit.
Yeah, I feel like I was expecting a little bit more when I saw her finally pull up again. We did learn a lot more about her, which is pretty cool. But now the world building was very interesting in this episode. But she doesn't feel like a really good antagonist because every time she pull up, she gets smacked. You know what I'm saying?
True.
She's giving me Team Rocket vibes. You feel me? So hopefully she locks in and we get to see some pretty interesting plot progressions. But aside from that, y'all let us know what y'all thought about this episode down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you. Peace.